Hey guys, welcome again to the 5th episode of the day for Metal Magick.
We couldn't stop.
We couldn't. We were talking about Trivium and how much we both love Trivium. So we decided that we're just going to play a Trivium song and then we're going to discuss how much we love Trivium afterward. So, let's just listen to it.
Kind of some old school shit too, so enjoy, guys.
Yeah, this is Pull Harder on the Strings of Your Martyr from Ascendancy. Arguably their best album in my opinion.
Agreed.
But they have plenty of other great songs and other albums, but I could listen to this album from beginning to end, and I did.
And then put it on repeat.
Yeah, and I'd wear my Trivium shirt from that was made for the Ascendancy album. Trivium.
Oh my god.
I know. Alright, here we go, guys.
I don't know what happened with that shirt. I don't want to know.
Shut up. I just wore it a lot, that's all.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So like, I don't know. I guess like I was saying before, I've always loved Trivium since I was like I grew up basically listening to Slipknot, Trivium, System of a Down, Rammstein, and a bunch of other like bands scattered here and there. But those were like my big four basically.
Yeah. Basically the same. I just grew out of it kind of quickly, like fairly quickly, but like
for me, Trivium was definitely one of my top bands, and it's still one of my favorite metal bands.
For me, Trivium was a later interest musically. Which makes sense because of our age gap.
Yeah. Like honestly, one of my first girlfriends I had, there was this one of their songs is called "Dying in Your Arms," and it's really like shouldn't be like a relationship song, but it was like our song for some reason because we were always like listening to it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like whenever we would meet up with each other, we'd be like, "Oh, what are you listening to right now?" "Oh, Trivium, Dying in Your Arms." "No way, that's what I'm listening to right now."
Oh my god, it should totally be our song. And then it's just like leads
like
to the demise of your relationship.
And then it's like the most morbid, like, song you could ever choose to have a song with somebody.
And then you're not together anymore. Well, I can tell you what the definition of foreshadowing is, but I think you know what it is.
Yeah, no regrets there.
Yeah, regrets.
No regrets there. So like I'm just saying, like Trivium has had like I used to listen to that song. Like honestly, a lot of their music was at one point was very happy for me because like while I was in this relationship, we both really liked Trivium. We listened to Trivium a lot, and then after a while when we broke up, it was just like a little difficult for me to listen to, especially Ascendancy, because I associated that album with the relationship so much because we both loved that album and Trivium so much. Like honestly, I think it was like both of our favorite band at the time. So it was just really difficult to not only listen to "Dying in Your Arms" for a while, but it was also just difficult to listen to like that album in general. Honestly, it made me it made me just dig deeper into like other Trivium albums that I hadn't heard yet. I think that at the time they had just come out with like the Crusade. I forget what it's called. That's like the album that came right after Ascendancy. So I started listening to that, and eventually, I just got over it. But and I was just Trivium is Trivium. I'm not gonna let some relationship, destroy my connection with a great band.
That's like what I was talking about earlier with the Children of Bodom thing. Like the vast majority of the songs that I suggest on this channel are songs that like my ex used to listen to, and I'm not saying he has shit taste in music because he definitely doesn't. He's just a douche. So at a certain point I put the brakes on liking one of his bands, and that's why I had an opinion that was negative about Children of Bodom. But this was like one of the bands also that we loved and everything, and that kind of thing. But
it's amazing how sometimes
your views can be skewed.
Yeah, your views can be skewed on something just based on the emotional or whatever experience you had based on that, because they say that it takes
information combined with emotion creates long-term memory.
Yeah, information combined with emotion. So when you receive new information, so like the information is the song. Okay. So
information
so I found it.
Combined with emotion creates a long-term memory.
Right. So in this case,
this new song
is the information
combined with how you felt at that moment.
You felt because of that person that we were both with or whatever.
Yeah.
It created that long-term memory of like, I just, or sometimes not even just a long-term memory, it just creates like a long-term affliction to something. Like I just don't like that.
Right.
You know, that's not for me. Even though it's something you might actually love if you actually gave it the time of day, you're just opposed to it because of what it reminds you of, and it's that almost like PTSD where if you even listen to it, it might give you, you know, you might start
trigger flashbacks,
trigger thoughts, or just thoughts of you know, just like trigger thoughts of what happened. It might put you back into that mindset, and that's why some people just stay away from certain things. But I feel like with music, there's always a way in your mind to separate.
Well, whenever somebody says Children of Bodom, all I can do is picture my ex in this Children of Bodom shirt that he used to wear all the time at a time when he was like the douchiest douche that ever douched in my life. So that's why I was just like meh about it at first.
Yeah.
But I take it back. But I like Children of Bodom.
But Trivium.
But Trivium I liked before I was that pissed off at him.
Alright.
And they're just good. And the weird thing is, like, his voice does not match his appearance.
Yeah,
which,
he totally
like,
looks like an emo
out.
dude.
Yeah, he looks emo. And then, like, when he's like...
And he's just like, his eyes just come out.
Yeah, his eyes bug
skull.
out. Yeah. And
like,
when he's like... I can't remember what he
like
says
that,
there.
bro.
This I'm cursed or something like that. What does he say? I can't remember. Yeah, I guess we are gonna have to pull up the lyrics.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, reach the top of the screen. There you go. Go to the top. Go up. There you go.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah. Okay. So, it's our curse that makes us wild, so hopeless. But when he says, it's our curse, like that, it's
our curse. And then he starts singing, like the rest of it, and I love that.
Here's the thing about that line. It's our curse. Just like the way he says it is like very 90s rock, like early 90s rock, like almost, I don't know. Just like I don't know, it's like it's almost so like all yeah.
No,
I don't know how to explain it. It's just like this 90s
so
moment
like
that they
in
have.
your face, get it?
No, well, no,
because of the Children of Bodom song we did earlier.
I get that. Wow. Anyway, don't know if you could see how hard I rolled my eyes, but yeah. So anyway, when he does that line though, it's very like his voice does not match him at all. He seems like he should be 40 years old and wearing a Pearl Jam t-shirt. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I kind of like that he's so sleek looking. Because it's like, oh, this one wears deodorant. You know? How nice.
Yay.
I mean, I don't mind a stinky dude. But when you go to a show and there's like 500 in one spot,
yeah,
gets a little,
hey, that's 500 brothers and sisters.
It's getting harder and harder to breathe. That's all I can say.
That's right.
Yep. So
speaking of which, I'm gonna have to have you listen to this other song called
damn it,
Deadly Sinners at some point.
Okay, at some point, not tonight. We've done 5
by 3 Inches of Blood.
3 inches though.
3 Inches of Blood.
Why 3?
It's just the name of the band, dude. I don't know.
Very significant.
I don't know. I just because their song is all about like it's all about like, you know, fuck you if you don't like metal.
Fuck you if you don't like metal.
That's right.
Says him.
No, not really.
That's what
we
he
love
says.
you.
Yeah.
We're actually at some point I would love to start doing some other kind of genres of music. So if you guys want to suggest like some far out fly hip hop songs or some like, you know, jammin' pop that you think we would be interested in.
Jammin' pop.
That's right.
Oh.
Jammin' pop.
We welcome the jammin' pop. Up in this bizzle. For
Oh,
shizzle.
shizzle.
Please.
Mike Jones.
Another one. Oh my god.
So, thank you, Trivium, for existing.
Yeah. Such a good song.
It is. It's honest. I love that, like, that
Pull.
beginning.
Harder. Strings.
Like, you just did you leave out some words there, bro?
He might have.
On the of your.
It's just like someone in the background, like. I can't do it. Sorry.
Anyway, so that was, today's 5th episode. Next time you see us, we'll have different clothes on.
Yay! Also, I won't be ready to fall asleep.
Yep.
You're welcome. In the future, anyway. Not right now. Good night.
Thank you guys for watching. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. Ding!
The bell.
That means hit the bell.
Ding that bell. Ding that
Again.
bell. I'm just saying. Look, we opened up a can of worms, and now I'm singing. I'd be singing on this channel. Sometimes it do be like that.
Okay. Well, with that being said, we're going to sign off. Thank you, Metal America. This has been Metal Magic.